Okay. Well, good evening, everyone. I'm just really happy that we can be together here tonight. And my sweet friend, Debbie Packard, she's a Pro 5. Debbie, you want to say hi?
Hey, everyone. So glad you're here.
Yeah, so Debbie's here. And we also have Pro 6 David Meisner. David, can you say hi?
Apparently not.
Apparently not. He's in
Is
his
he
car.
frozen? He looks kind of frozen. He might be.
He's in his car,
out
so
of signal,
you know
yeah.
the
Yeah.
technology might not
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you speaking about me or somebody else?
about you. I said, can you say hi to everyone?
Hi, everyone.
Okay. Anyway,
Shibbity ping pong.
Oh, there. Yeah.
your
Mute that man.
your voice doesn't sound real clear, David, but we're glad you're here. And so anyway, we just wanted to share a few things just to help everybody get started in September. So I'm going to share my screen and have just a couple of slides here to, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a visual learner. Okay. Debbie, give me a thumbs up if you can see that. All right, awesome. So success in September, we're just going to go over a couple of things, and we would love for everybody just to feel like they can ask any questions or, give any comments that, they might want to share during this. It's just basically, we want to help you reach your goals in September. And September is a great time to do this business because, the summer people have a lot of distractions and things. And now, the kids are back to school and it's a little bit easier to focus on your projects and everything. So it's a great time to really get going in our Lifevantage business. So I want you guys all to be thinking about what your goals are for this month. And if you could, I'd love for you to even type in the chat box. Let's see if I can find the chat box. I know this having a little bit of trouble here maneuvering, but anyway, if you want to type in the chat box, just what kind of goal you might have for September, if you're looking for a certain amount of increase in your volume, or maybe a new rank, or maybe a number of how many customers you want to get or distributors this month, how many people you want to share with. And it's always good to write down your goals and just make plans to what you're going to achieve every single day. There's some really good books that you can read on goals and how to write your goals and all that can be really helpful. One of the things that I like to do, and Debbie, maybe you have something that you could share, or David, or anyone. I like to, like the night before, kind of make a list of the goals that things I need to do the next day. And so that's something I like to do. I love lists, and then you can just cross off, whatever you get accomplished. So I would encourage everyone to just focus on those things. And let's see, now I'm gonna have to stop my share because it's not letting me. Well, for some reason I can't go to the next slide. Okay, let's see. There we go. Let me see. Now it's working. Okay, so one of the things that I think has a lot to do with our success in this business is mindset. Anybody agree with that?
Mindset? Absolutely.
Yes, but you are not on your mindset screen yet, just so you know that.
Not?
No, we're still seeing what are your goals and your why.
Oh, gee, it's on mine, but.
Hey, Julie, while you're figuring that out, I've got to go in a few minutes. My stepdad just got back from the hospital. Can I share a little bit before I have to leave?
David, yeah, let me stop
Okay.
here. Maybe we can see you that way. Go ahead, David.
Hey, thanks so much. Guys, I don't know if all of you realize how fortunate you are to for the Lord to have invited you into this opportunity. And like he normally does, he gives us a little bit of insight and revelation and understanding into something when we jump into it. And then that's basically what he needed for us to take the next step. And then he was more and more like, oh my gosh, I didn't be able to do all that. And he's like, well, I told you that up front, you probably wouldn't have jumped in to whatever it was that he's inviting you into, this and everything else. But I want to encourage you to remember, if the Lord.
Oh, there he went.
That was really hard to hear. Could you guys?
Yeah, I think he was really in a low service area. Now he's coming back, it looks like.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I'm not sure either, but it was very hard to
Yeah,
decipher what he was saying. Not sure if he's going to be able to get back on or not.
yeah, he's on now. David, we were not,
Okay.
we weren't understanding
How's
you
that?
clearly.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm close to my home and my home wife was trying to. Can you hear me now?
You're breaking up pretty good.
I'm so sorry. Well, you just cut me off whenever you think I'm not helpful anymore.
Okay, no, you sound a little better now, so give it a try. Go ahead, David.
Are we working or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, really quick, I'll just make it really fast. If you believe that the Lord has in.
Yeah, I think he's just out of service.
Yeah, we can't hear you again, David.
Saying about writing down your goals, write those down and let the Lord also inspire you as to who you're to share this with. And don't worry so much about the how and what to say. Just share what you love about our products and if in the business as well. And let the Lord just give him free reign to guide you in that. He's your best business partner. Did all that come through all right?
The last couple sentences did, and you're right on. That's so
Okay.
So true.
Great. I'm so sorry. Well, I'm going to sign off. I don't want to be a distraction anymore. Take care, guys.
We're so glad you joined us, David. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's start. Oh, golly.
Okay, let's see if we can go back to sharing.
While you're pulling up that PowerPoint again, Julie, I was just going to add, I love that idea about working the night before just to kind of make your list for the next day. And another thing that I do on the weekend is to make a list for the coming week, not just business wise, but just what do I really feel like I want to try to get done in that week? And then I kind of plot that out over my week's calendar it doesn't always happen that way, but it's helpful for me to get it down on paper and have just a way to see where I'm at with doing what I really set out to do at the beginning of the week.
Yes, that's excellent, Debbie. And I think, planning, I love to do that on Sunday nights, like you said, too.
That's when I do it too. Yeah.
The week. So now, are you able to see this, Debbie, the mindset?
Yes.
Now?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
We sure are.
Okay, great. All right. So we were talking a little bit about mindset and just how it really influences our success in our business. And so I have seen this so many times, and I've been learning more and more over the past number of years, actually, just how valuable our thoughts and our words are. And I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, like when you go to Lifevantage events and you hear people talk about the universe, and you hear people talk about, thoughts become things and all these little different things that they say. And it always, for me, I was always like, have my guard right up there, because I thought, oh, the universe, that just sounds like it could be, something other than God focused. But no, a lot of people talked about a particular book that they read that, was called The Secret, that where they got some of this information from. And I looked a little bit into that, and I thought, it really seems like they are taking God's truth, but they're not giving God any credit for it. So I found this book, and it's called God's Law of Attraction. And I have it up on the next slide where you can see the author and everything. But it's so cool because it really, it shows you the truth about these things, and about, mindset, and what we say and what we think and what we meditate on, and how it affects everything. But, it goes to the source, which of course is God. But, I heard David saying that, the Lord placed the gift of Lifevantage into our hands to make a difference, for us to help our family and friends, and to help us all to have good health and financial blessing and freedom. And we have to remember that, that he brought this into our hands. Did he bring this into our hands for us to succeed, or for us to fail? For us to make a difference, or not? And so many times we have to be really careful about what we say, what we think, what we meditate on, because it does have an effect on our success. And so we really want to watch over that. If you look at Philippians 4:8, it's pretty amazing. And it talks about, what we should be thinking about. We should be thinking about things that are excellent, things that are of good report. And if you read it in the Message version, it's pretty powerful. So I encourage you guys to look it up in the Message version. If somebody has it there and can look it up on their online or something and read it to us, that would be great too. Let me know if you do, because it's pretty powerful. But what you attract depends on what dominates your thoughts, so guard your mind. Saturate your mind in God's truth and promises. And, it's the battlefield is in the mind. We've heard that over and over again, and it's so true. And it's so true for this business too. The battlefield is in the mind. And if we do, share with a friend, and the friend, isn't interested, we can be disappointed. But we have to really be careful about that, because we want to, believe that we are going to succeed. There's a lot of people in the world that we can reach out to, and God can connect us with. So the prosperous mind sees success, goodness, and blessing. And one of the things that is really encouraging, Debbie was going to talk a little bit about the new podcast that Lifevantage is doing. Debbie, do you want to talk about that?
Sure. So if you haven't found it yet, Lifevantage issues a new podcast every Friday, and they've been doing that now for several weeks. And wherever you listen to podcasts, the name of our podcast is Activation Nation. I'm not one who normally listens to podcasts. I want to be, but I'm not yet. But the place where I have been listening to it is activationnation.podbean, podbean.com. And I'll put that here in the chat too. I put that scripture in the chat, by the way, if you want to read it.
Did you want to share your screen, Debbie, or?
I'll just put it in the chat. It's activationnation.podbean.com. And I got on there this week, and there are already like 5 episodes, it looks like 4 episodes and an introduction. And so the first one is Master Pro 10 Tyler Daniels, just talking about mindset, a winning mindset. And the one I listened to this week is Pro 10's Skip and Jill Campbell. And they were just talking about attracting success, but they spent a lot of their time. I mean, Attracting Success is the name of that podcast, but I love how they talked about when they got into this company. I mean, they just were all in, and how, they knew, I mean, what Skip said when he saw that ABC video was, if this is for real, everybody needs to be taking this product. Everybody in the world needs to be taking it. And so Jill was just saying, everywhere they went, they just they carried that with them. They had it in their heart to do, whatever to really make that grow in their lives. And I think I got ahead of where I was going to go with that, but I think it was so encouraging for me in terms of mindset and what our beliefs are, what we are believing about our company and about our product and about our ability to grow this business. It encouraged me so much to listen to them. You can pick up belief from other people. And so I just think that the whole podcast series will be great for that. If you are just feeling kind of sluggish and, why am I even doing this? Or if you start feeling discouraged about, where things are, I feel like going to that Activation Nation podcast can really be helpful.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Debbie. Okay. So thanks for putting that verse in the chat box so you guys can read it. It says, summing it up, friends, I'd say you'll do best by filling your minds and meditating on things true, noble, reputable, authentic, compelling, gracious, the best, not the worst, the beautiful, not the ugly, things to praise, not things to curse. Put into practice what you learned from me, what you heard and saw and realized. Do that, and God, who makes everything work together, will work you into the most excellent harmonies. I mean, I just think that is so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. And one other thing that we wanted to bring out, and these are all just like little things that you can do, that you can focus on to be successful in your business and your daily routine. And I found for myself that what really helps me is making it part of my life, part of my daily routine. So no matter what I'm doing, no matter where I'm going, it's on my mind to some extent. So like when I'm at the grocery store and I'm in the checkout line, I'll take the opportunity to reach out to maybe the person that's behind me and just, start a conversation. And I think a lot of this is about starting conversations. We do that, on social media. We do it meeting people, starting conversations. And so many times when we do take the time to take an interest in other people and start the conversations, something will come up that will show that they have a need, maybe a financial need, maybe a need with their health, or somebody in their family has a health problem, and it will give us an open door. And also we can get their information from them. One of the things that we want to always remember is that we take the lead in this. So, we don't give our information to people, but we get their information. And sometimes I'll just, even say, hey, are you on Facebook? Could we become Facebook friends? Because that's pretty non-threatening, something like that. But so just kind of, don't like stop it and start it all the time is what I'm trying to say. Because when you stop it and start it, it just, you kind of have to flow with it. And when I first started this, I heard one of the leaders say that you have to have a burning desire. And I remember thinking, gee, do I have a burning desire? Because you really need to have a burning desire, a desire to really make a difference and to help other people and to grow your business. So, Debbie, did you have a story you wanted to share?
I was just going to add from Skip and Jill Campbell. Jill was just saying that when they were building this business, that if she was sitting next to someone on an airplane, they were going to watch that ABC video. There wasn't anyone that she spent time with that did not see that ABC video. And I just think, I can't say that. There are a lot of people that get through my fingers and I didn't say anything to them. And so I think for me, that's something I want to really increase in, whether it's at a sporting event, just sitting, if you're watching your kids play or your grandkids or a pro team, whatever it is, we often find ourselves in the company of someone we don't know. And so if we can take advantage of that opportunity and I was thinking as Julie was sharing, for some of us, that might just feel really strange and awkward. And most things do the first time you do them. If it's not something you're familiar with, it just feels awkward. But if you do it a few times, then you're not doing it for the first time anymore. And if you do it a few more times and it feels like, oh, I kind of am starting to get the hang of this. And then if you do it more times, it becomes normal and easier. And I just think we need to challenge ourselves, to really step out and make that something that we learn to do. It's a new task. It's a new ability, a new talent, starting conversations up with people that you don't know. And oftentimes, we've heard the stories of people who were introduced to this by someone that didn't really know them, but were brave enough to say something. So
true. That's so true. Thank you, Debbie. Yeah, I think also of Gabe Pearson and, how, if you've all have heard his story, a complete stranger is the one that presented Lifevantage to him.
right.
And now they have a Pro 10 in their downline. So, okay, thank you, Debbie. And let's see here. We were going to talk just briefly about our simple system, but before we go on, I had a little trouble with my PowerPoint. I thought these books were on my PowerPoint, but they're not. So the one book is called God's Law of Attraction, and it's by Patricia King. So I don't know, Debbie, if you could type that in the chat box.
Patricia King, King.
Yes. God's Law of Attraction by Patricia King. I encourage people that are interested to read that. And then there's one that I'm reading right now, and that's called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. And that is by Shad, S-H-A-D, Helmstetter, Helmstetter. And that's kind of really interesting because he says in this book that based on the latest scientific research in the field of neuroplasticity, what you think and what you say when you talk to yourself each day literally wires your brain for success or failure. So what we think about and what we say are crucial. I don't think we realize, I really think that, we really do need to be careful of our words. But this book is it's pretty interesting because it talks about just how we can rewire our brain. And it's so cool because, God has given us a lot of power, just to make choices and to make changes in our lives. So,
He created the world with words.
Yes, that's right.
No, I mean, they are just so powerful. I've read that book as well. I've listened to it, but it is powerful and I'm eager to listen to it again.
All right, awesome. Okay, now we're going to just talk about a little bit about our system. And so I think everybody here is probably pretty familiar with our system. But as we all probably know, it's ITT. Do we have anybody new on here? Is there anybody that's like brand new or not? I didn't see anybody brand new myself.
Nope, I don't think so.
Okay. So everybody's familiar with ITT. Debbie, were you going to pull up?
I can pull up the launch guide. Yes, I can.
Okay. Pull up the launch guide, and you can find the launch guide on your website. And one of the things I love about our website is that it has that little search bar. So if you can't find something, you can just type it in the search bar. But this is found in the playbook. So this is our simple system, which probably everybody on this call is really familiar with, invite tool team. So we invite to the first touch video. Now, for us, we use either biohackandactivate.com or Debbie, do you want to tell them about the one that you use sometimes?
I love biohackandactivate.com. You can also add that /explore to that, and it provides even more information about the business and the things. But I also like to use, I find it on YouTube. It's on the Lifevantage channel of YouTube, and it's called NRF2 Science. That's also available through your app if you're an app user. It's just a 4-minute video, but it's a great, it's a modern presentation of what NRF2 science is and how it works in our cells. And I think I often will show someone the ABC video along with the NRF2 science, just because when the ABC came out, I don't even think they knew about NRF2. They knew what was happening, but they didn't know why. And so I just tell them this is kind of an updated explanation of the science behind what ABC was sharing. So I love those two.
That's
I'm
good.
sorry to interrupt. So are you talking about the video that has like the scripting that goes like,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
So I have that as a combination video.
Yes, you have the ABC and the NRF2.
Yes.
Yeah.
If any, do you have that as well together? Or does anyone need me to send it to them?
Yeah. Can you put the link in the chat by any chance? Is it online?
Yes, I can actually. I was going to say for a small fee, but I was just kidding.
Yeah, it is on YouTube. I have used that one already too. And it's great. I think it is really good. The thing I like though about the Biohack and Activate is that sometimes people will say like, and you could even use it afterwards too, but people will say, well, like, I just want to, do a little bit more research. And so I think the Biohack and Activate is a great research tool where,
Yes.
science and different things on there. So even if you use the ABC NRF2 one first, you could also point them to that as a place to do some research. But yeah, that's a great video. And Debbie, could you put in the chat the Biohack and Activate with the Explore after it?
I sure will.
That one is really great because, and you should check it out before you use it, of course. But it has it gives people a choice. Do you want to know more about the products, or do you want to know about the products and the business? And so it has like another whole section about it. It has Carrie Dickey, Pro 10, giving a presentation on there. So that's also a good resource. And they've even developed, now they have a training that people can pay for. It's $49. I don't know too much about it because I haven't tried it myself, but apparently Carol Roberts, who's on Debbie's team, she is doing that right now. So maybe sometime we can have her share a little bit more about it. But anyway, so
You want to get an edge on turning back
Sorry,
the
my
clock
fault.
with just a few
Hold on.
pills? Who does?
Oh, shoot. There we go.
That's okay.
I just wanted to comment real quick, since you mentioned Carrie Dickey, she does a wonderful podcast too. So if you get a chance to listen to the podcast, she does a great podcast.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you,
She was
Mike.
actually shy, very shy,
Wow.
believe it or not. Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, so and then we do like a Lifevantage Overview, which they have the Learn video can be used for that. That is also in the playbook. Is everyone familiar with the Learn video? It goes through the products and the business of Lifevantage, or you can have them join a Zoom presentation or another recorded presentation that you like, or you can invite them to in-person meeting. There's lots of options there for that. And then there's the 3-way validation is the third step. And that's a step that sometimes is uncomfortable for people, but it's like Debbie said, like the more you do it, it starts becoming natural and it just doesn't feel intimidating at all. And it really makes a difference. That third-party validation is huge. I know it's made a big difference in my business. So, okay. So let's see, what did we have next? Let me go back here to my slides.
The three-way, I think you were talking about the ITT.
Yep.
And so we're on team of the ITT. You were going to talk about three ways, I think.
Yeah, it's a three-way call. Like when you invite somebody to an in-person meeting, it kind of covers both in one thing, so that's a great thing to do, invite people to a meeting, because they're getting the presentation and they're also getting the team three-way validation. So yeah, I think one of the things that you can do for the third-party validation that kind of is a nice segue is you can say something like, oh, I would love for you to hear Debbie's story. And, then just connect Debbie in and she can share her story and then, share and answer people's questions and be the advisor. So we talked about the videos. One of the Lifevantage part of the system is 15 presentations a month. So try to track those 15 presentations. And that's when you go through the ITT 15 times, basically. So 15 presentations a month. Now, people that are really going for the elite status and, the Pro 10s and those people do more than 15 presentations. And not everybody does 15 presentations because everybody has their own business and their own goals. So just make your goal and track it out. Now, we don't have a lot of time always to do everything because there's a lot of things we can do. We can spend a lot of time on learning. But in this business, you learn as you go. So you don't need to know anything to get started because you're leaning on, your videos, you're leaning on your presentations, you're leaning on your third party to share the information. You're just getting people's interest. So the income producing activities are basically what you want to do if you don't have a lot of time. They're the priority. They're what you should put on your list first. You should prioritize your list and do what's most important first. So if you have a lot of training, don't put that before your ITT, basically. You want to do your ITT. And then attending events, we have a convention coming up. We also, this month, we have a virtual Lifevantage Academy, the third Saturday of September. And those things are important to plug into. If you want to be successful, they have these available virtually. So if there isn't anything near you, you can do the virtual Lifevantage Academies or LVAs. Debbie, did you have anything you wanted to add to that?
No, that's just great. The events are so important. Just to be with others and to hear from others it's how we keep going.
Yep. All right, so this is the last page of the slide, and then I'm going to let Debbie share a little bit more about this, but we're really excited because what we want to do is offer you some opportunities to be able to invite people to learn about what we have in Lifevantage. So Debbie recently shared on a video. It's on my Julie's support team page if you want to watch it. And she's going to share a little bit about it tonight, but we're going to do a couple group parties where you can actually invite your customers to these parties. And so you can take a picture of this if you want to see the dates of these parties and who's going to be presenting. We're thrilled because Debbie had the idea of inviting Joanne Madison. She's a Pro 7 out of Colorado. And she's an amazing person and a lot of integrity, and she's very successful and involved in Lifevantage. She's also involved in the Building Depth group. So she's going to be the presenter on Tuesday, September. I don't think I have that on there, right? It's supposed to be September 6th at 6:30.
Mm-hmm.
What date?
Central. So Tuesday, September the 6th. That's this coming Tuesday, guys. Sometimes I find that when I don't have a lot of time to invite people, I kind of get really busy and find people. So it helps me to have something to invite people to, whether it's a live presentation, a home meeting. And I encourage you all to have home meetings. Home meetings is how I got started in Lifevantage, and, you know, really made a big difference.
So is that, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No.
Is that Tuesday night meeting going to be a Zoom? And
Yes,
do we know the Zoom number yet that I can
it's gonna
send that
be
out?
this number that we're on tonight,
Okay, great. And the same for the 15th?
the 16th. So I have
No,
15.
it's the 15th. It is the 15th. It's a Thursday.
Sorry, yeah.
So when
Okay, yeah.
Jackie's presenting?
Yeah, that's a Zoom as well.
Okay, great, because
Okay.
I have a bunch of people in Georgia that I need to get on that meeting, so thank
Okay.
you.
Yes.
Also,
and
Julie, is it a complete overview or is it a college and sip and glow kind of thing?
it's going to be an overview, a complete overview. However, okay, let me just say a couple things and then we're going to go into the details about it. So, because we're going to have you invite customers and guests, and Debbie's going to share in a moment. She's going to do prizes. But I also wanted to tell you that Lena Meisner has agreed to do 2 collagen presentations in September, and I'll let you know what those dates are when she's going to give them to me tomorrow. So she's going to pick 2 dates this month where she's going to share her presentation, which is excellent, on the collagen for you to invite people to as well. And I'm trying to line up another presenter too, but I haven't gotten that done yet. But we want to create opportunities for you guys. So yeah, the collagen one is just going to be on the collagen. Okay, so now I'm going to stop my share, and Debbie, you feel free to share, and she's going to tell you more about what these parties are about.
So we're going to call these parties Activate Your Savings. And the thing I love about this, this format is that it's going to really encourage our customers to invite guests. And so we do want you to invite your customers, but really where the meat of these gatherings is going to be is if your customers bring guests onto the Zoom. So find, you know, if you have a customer who loves the products, even if they're just taking one product, one customer that really wants to see their friends benefit from what they're taking, they can invite, I mean, because it's Zoom, they can invite any number of people to these Zooms, and we will obviously welcome them there. And we're going to give, one of the prizes that we're going to give is for the customer who has the most guests on the call. So that'll be some real motivation. We are working, it'll be Lifevantage related prizes. And so it will just be for each of the parties, there will be a prize, and it'll be a drawing from, or I'm sorry, it's not a drawing. It's the customer with the most guests there is going to get a prize. But during the party, we will provide that overview. It's going to be more about product, but it will include an overview of what our business opportunity offers. And then the customers are going to be giving their unique link to everyone that they invite. So if I have a customer named Judy, and Judy's going to invite her friends to this Zoom, and when she invites them, or even during the party, we'll make sure that Judy knows what her unique link is, and she'll give that to her friends and say, you know, if you want to order from this party, use this link and you'll get $10 off your first order. So any new enrollee that enrolls from this party is going to save $10 off their first order. Of course, this will work whether you're at a party or not, but I think it's just a great way to really get the attention of our customers onto what this unique link can do for them. So everyone that orders, assuming they're coming with a customer that invited them, they will receive $10 off their first order. And then for any customer that has a guest who comes and orders, then that customer is going to get $10 off their next order. And those stack up. So they could get up to $50 or $60 off their next order, depending on how many customers they have come who decide to order. We have 2 amazing women who are sharing at these meetings. Both Joanne Madison and Jackie Shepard are just phenomenal human beings who are so caring, but also so knowledgeable. And it'll just be a great way for us to share our excitement with our customers. This opportunity for both them to save money and their new the customers that they're inviting to save money. And then after we wrap up each one of those parties, I think we're probably gonna have to give it at least a week after each party. But any customer that sets up a subscription order of 100 PV or more, their name will be added to a drawing, and we'll draw from those names for another prize. So there's a real motivation for our customers to invite people, because they will be, they'll have the opportunity. Actually, I think we decided to bring, it's not the most guests. For every guest they invite, they get a ticket, is what we decided. I'm sorry. So everyone that invites someone and brings them to the party, their name will be entered one time for every guest that comes to the party. And then we'll do a spinning wheel during the party, and that customer that is drawn will get a prize. So the customers have the opportunity to win something, but then also the new guests who are enrolling as customers also have the opportunity, if they are coming in as a subscription customer with an order of 100 PV or more. So I just think it's a fun way to tell people about what we have, to get them the opportunity to save money as they're getting started, or as they've been a customer for a long time. And if this works, great. If it's popular, we can do more of them. But we just thought to get September started and get some more business generated, this would be a fun thing to do. Are there any questions?
No, I remember how fun I had when I did the spa parties.
Yes, you did an amazing job with those. And I'll go ahead and throw this up. Let me see if I can do this. If you don't know where to find a unique link, there are a couple ways. A customer can find their own unique link by going to our website, just going to lifevantage.com and scrolling down toward the bottom of that page. And there's a little blue tab there, and they can click on that and find out what their unique link is. If you want to find your customer's unique link for them, the easiest way that I think you can do it is to just go to your app, and you're going to go to people and then organization, customers, find them in there, and it's right there. When their name comes up, their unique link is right there on that front page.
Debbie, is there a limit to the number of participants in the Zoom room? Do you know?
I don't. Do you have a limit, Julie? Do you know?
100.
I
And
think
if
it's
it
100
gets
people.
to 100, man, I will be giving.
Delighted.
I will be
All
giving-
right, so that was a gauntlet that you just threw down, so now we have to do it.
That's it. I love that. And
And
the
then
good
Dan-
news is, if we have more than 100 on the 6th, we can say, all right, come back on the 15th, and we're going to do this again.
Dan Hunt asked if the details for the Zoom meetings will be emailed out to the group, to us, or to the people that we invite.
I'm
We
trying.
can post them. So I don't know about emailing, but we can sure post it in what would that be easiest way? Julie, I think, I don't know, if you want to send out an email like you did through the Evo system, just with what these meetings are going to be, would that be helpful?
What would be
Because
the,
not everybody has Facebook.
Yeah,
right, not
that's a
everybody.
great
has-
idea. I think we can.
I don't use
Yeah,
Facebook.
we'll
Right.
we'll email it. So yeah, I'll email out.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But for the meetings that you're gonna have on the 6th and the 15th, those
Mhm.
are gonna be the life tree, what we logged into tonight.
Yes,
That's gonna be the Zoom links. Okay, great.
Right.
Just to clarify.
right. But we'll make clear on the email just what the opportunity is, what the prizes will be, and so forth, just so there's clarity on that. Any other questions? I hope we have a bunch of people at those meetings. I think it would be so fun, and I love I'm looking forward to reaching out to my customers and saying, hey, let's have some fun with this. I bet you know someone that you've thought of that would enjoy what you're enjoying. And this would be a great chance to show them what it is. And, I like Julie said, if they want to, if customers want to, or if we want to, we can invite customers to come here with their guests. I mean, if you want to have people into your home or just encourage your customers, have a party at your house, invite your friends over, and then all of you can watch the Zoom together. I mean, you can make it an in-person party. But we wanted to really be able to include, all of our friends from all over. So thought that the Zoom would be the better way to do it.
Debbie, before we go, this isn't related to this subject, but does anybody have any idea how long the collagen is going to be back ordered?
They did put an announcement out about it. And I mean, Julie, if you know something besides what I know, you might know more than I do.
I don't think so. I mean, I saw too that it's taking a little longer, but I don't think it's completely back ordered, is it?
No, what I saw was that orders from August 24th to the 31st were going to be delayed, but that any order that had collagen in it, they were going to ship out everything else from the order and then send the collagen as soon as they can and pay the shipping for it. The company would cover that. But it sounded like orders starting today would be able to be shipped out because they only said from August up until the 31st of August. So I
ask just because the website, when you go on to the collagen, it says back ordered.
Yeah.
So people aren't wanting to order because I can't tell them. So thank you.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, that's what I saw in the announcement on Facebook, but I don't know if there's more to it than that.
All right. Thank you, Debbie.
I was really thrilled that my order for the 25th of August, I just got a message that it's going to be shipped to me. And now I'm in North Carolina, but that I should receive it on Wednesday.
And
Right.
mine got shipped on the 20th. I mean, my order for the 25th also is coming. It's labeled anyway now with the collagen in it. So that was encouraging. I know there's some out there somewhere that they're able to send, and I think they're probably getting back on track. I don't think it's like going to be a long process to get it caught up.
But what an amazing problem to have, right?
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
Okay. Well, this has been really nice. I appreciate you guys joining here tonight. Any comments? Has this been helpful for you, or any comments or feedback or anything you'd like to see going forward?
I really enjoyed this. It was really good to just touch base with you guys, and it seems like it's been forever. So thank you very much.
Yeah,
It's been a while.
and I think I saw that your volume was pretty good in August, wasn't it? Did you get?
Yes, and actually I shared with David yesterday. So Pamela is my prison ministry leader out of Georgia, and she's had an amazing testimony. She had stem cells in her shoulder, physical therapy, hot and cold therapy, and 4 days on the collagen, she was pain-free.
Wow,
Yeah, so she's telling everybody, and she's really excited, but she's going to be going to global with me. So I'm really excited about that. I feel like I, have somebody that is going to run with me. So
she was recognized, I think, on a call that I was on for
no,
the
that can't be
collagen.
her. That wasn't her. There has to be another Pamela Hillman.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so yeah, my volume was, I think it's been the highest,
That's
so
amazing. Good job, Mike.
yeah, and I've just been working with all of her people. It's just like, it's been so amazing, and we're going to see some great results out of Georgia.
That's awesome. That's really awesome.
Christy, I'm seeing your chat that your nerve pain has really decreased with that. It's so good to hear. And I talked to someone else today who said that for her, the difference has been in the joints. And I was going to mention just real quick, we had talked earlier today. I have 2 launch parties going on this month with distributors on my team. And I just want to remind you that those are something you can do, even if you've had your business, if it has kind of slugged out or, it's just kind of non-active right now, or if someone on your team just hasn't been able to get going, that's a way that we can kind of kick things into gear, is just say, let's have a party, let's have a relaunch party or a launch party. And it's just an opportunity for a distributor to invite lots of friends to see what they're doing, and then have someone come in and do a presentation and kind of get things off the ground again. And if you have questions about that, we can answer them. But yeah, Kathy was asking about what our collagen is from, and it is fish collagen.
It has 10 fish, different fish collagen peptides. So, and then it has the ruby red quinoa that helps your body absorb it and actually activates your body to make its own. Kathy, I can send you a presentation about it to, just kind of introduce you to what it's all about.
Yeah, it really is. It's an amazing product. And even if you just go onto our website and then go to the collagen page, there are 2 videos on that page of collagen that are, one of them is Sarzand. I think she's right there on our website. She is a dermatologist who is so knowledgeable and has such good things to say.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
I love all the before and after pictures and just how people are, looking with it. But what I really love to hear are these stories that we're hearing tonight of how, because when it shows up so much on the outside on our skin, we can only imagine what it's doing on the inside, like the nerve pain and, the muscles and the tendons and all those different things. I mean, I'm amazed at, it's like our overall health that the collagen is helping with.
Yeah.
Julie, I had been told that I would have that nerve pain for the rest of my life and it would only get worse.
Wow.
And I'm decreasing my medication. So this, once again, Lifevantage has changed my life.
That's amazing, Christy.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
We're happy for you.
That is so awesome. And I love that they have, the 2 products that have really made a huge difference for you, Christy, the Protandim and the collagen, they have them in a stack where, when you get them together, you can get a discount too. And a lot of people are using, enrolling people with that stack, the Protandim NRF2 and the liquid collagen. So it's a great combination to make a difference for people.
So I just put Dr. Zan's video in there, but so Debbie, as far as the launch meetings, so you're just having somebody, like, if I wanted to invite people and just say, hey, I'm doing something, I want you to take a look at it. Please join me on this date where I'm going to do a Zoom call. And yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah. It can be done Zoom. It can be done in a room, either way.
I just wanted to ask you guys, because I really struggled because, I know there's a lot of people that are doing things on social media and I haven't really done much. And, and it's kind of like, I want to now shout it from the rooftops, that this is, but, I don't want to ruin something for me. Does that make sense? But it's almost like I have these 2 ladies that I went to church with, and they're doing some kind of, I think it's Monterey or something. And they're doing all these things. And I'm like, I know our products are way probably better than theirs. And they're, and it's like, I got to do something here because this is the greatest gift we can offer people.
Right.
So,
yeah, Maya, you might want to think about this training there's a group of distributors that have this training available. And I think part of that is shows you with social media. And what I do sometimes, and I haven't done much on social media, but I think what would be helpful and what I like to look at are, some people in Lifevantage that are elites that use the social media, and you go on their wall and kind of see how they're doing it. That's what I like to do.
Well, I've gone back and listened to Erica Dale's teaching,
Mhm.
You know, remember when we had her on?
Yes.
And so, I'm re-looking at that. And actually she's going to be speaking in New Jersey. I might try to make that meeting, but anyway, I was going to ask another question and I forgot. The training that you're talking about is $49, and is that through somebody through Lifevantage?
Yeah, well, it's not Lifevantage Corporation. It's some distributors in Lifevantage. Debbie, do you know, it's Marilee
Marisich,
Marisich and,
Shauna,
Merck
Sean
Mucklow?
McKee, is it? Oh, Mucklow, yeah, Shauna Mucklow.
Yeah,
Isn't she
Shauna
one? I think she's in that group too that's doing
yeah,
it.
she's in the group, and there's somebody else.
And Jenny Crane.
Yeah, I can get you the information, because Marilee gave it to me. And like I said, Carol Roberts is doing it. But they say that you can use social media, you can use it for social media, or you can just use it for, in
Yeah.
person.
It's really geared towards social media, but I think you could take the application of it and use it other ways. But yeah, I mean, they've worked super hard to put together the plan, and it includes personal development every day. That $49 is paying for a text that they send you every day. They send you a different text for 30 days. And there's a cost for them involved in getting those texts sent out. And so it's a 30-day program, but then you can go back and use those texts over and over as many months as you want. It's just access to a program, a plan that they've put together.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Mhm.
I think one of the things that I have found social media helpful with is like the messenger on Facebook, because you can go on Facebook and you can see who's active right at the moment, and you can start conversations with those people. That's
Right.
the thing that's helped me from all the years that I've done Lifevantage, because I don't have everyone's phone number to text them or to call them, and I don't run into everybody. I don't see everybody. So those, when you go on your Facebook, you can see who's online right now, and then you can just, talk with them and start the conversations, and that hopefully will lead to an opportunity to share with them. Or you can invite people to meetings and things like that, to Zoom presentations. So, okay, well, I don't want to keep everybody here all night. So is there anything else anybody wants to say before we close out tonight? I want to thank Debbie just for her leadership. She's a dynamic leader and just a sweetheart. She loves everyone and has so much integrity. And I just appreciate you sharing tonight, Debbie.
Oh, it's really mutual, Julie. I'm so glad to get to work with you. And I want to say hi to Joyce. She's kind of hiding back there behind Jen, but I see you. I'm glad you're here. She is another distributor in our team. So really appreciate, Julie, your leadership. I learn from you every time, just in conversations without you even trying. I'm learning from you. And so I'm grateful for the company of people that we have here. So
yeah, we all learn from each other. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Everybody chiming in tonight. So, all
I
right, guys.
wanted to say something. I wanted to thank both of you for your collaboration and your encouragement of us as a team, and for pulling us together. And I'll just be transparent. I really kind of felt like I hit the total bottom at the beginning of this week. And I just appreciate the fact that everything that you, Julie, and Debbie both, as our leaders, as women in Christ, everything that you do is Christ-driven. It's kingdom-driven work. And David too, his comment at the very beginning of our Zoom was, if you feel God has given you this gift, and then it kind of blurted out.
yeah,
But he was saying, he added to that. But no, to me is so valuable. And I just wanted to upfront say thank you to both of you and David, who's not on, I understand that, but for, again, you use the word integrity, but really your faith walk and the way you're reaching out to encourage me for sure. I just received that. Thank you.
Thank you, Jan. We appreciate you too. Y'all
Thank
are
you from me
treasures.
too.
Yeah, thank you.
It was a great Zoom tonight. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for joining us. It's been so fun.
Yeah. It's been fun. Yeah, thank you.
Are those loons singing out there on your lake?
They will be later, I betcha.
Oh, I wish we could
Because
all be
usually
there.
on nights like this, when it gets to be a little cooler, then they come out,
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Well,
thank you. Good seeing you.
everybody. Yeah.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you all so much. Have a great evening.
Bless you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.